back to the assistant chefs, this is one sort of the scholarship again for the student. What you can talk about, where they will be able to cover most of their tuition fees. So there are few assistantships which the student can gain, that is teaching assistantship, research assistantship, graduate assistantships, which are the major three assistantship where the student is able to gain it. Okay. This is something about the opportunities to work in United States during their studies or after completion of the studies. So one of the main thing is curriculum practical training or co-op program where the student is eligible to work off campus legally under this, and like around 8 hours a day also the student can work full time, which is the credits gets evaluated for curriculum practical training. It depends again on the university and the credits requirement for the curriculum practical training. And then after completion of the course, the student gets an opportunity to work off campus again under OPT, optional practical training, which if the student come under a STEM category program, and the student get additional of 24 months, that is 12 plus 24 months, the student gets an opportunity to work, and followed by the student can look forward and applying for a H1B criteria and all those things. But under F1 student visa, student get the approval to work under CPT and OPT, and the basic is 20 hours part-time what the student can do on campus. These are the some of the employment, the major employment opportunities back in US. Something in the business finance now at present, AI, data science, big data, analytics, information technology. These are the major demand in United States at present. And when we are talking about STEM field, that is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, is known for the STEM category, where the student gets additional 24 months of optional practical training. So this is what basically about optional practical training and the curriculum practical training. Now I can move forward towards visa. So it will be much more easier when we have a student profile. That time we discuss more about the STEM program and all those things. As major STEM as science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Soumya, are you able to see my visa?
No, sir, your screen is not visible. Can you please try and reshare it?
Yeah, can you see now?
Yes. Also, please play it in a full screen now.
Yeah, it's not this.
Go on again.
Mm. I know there is some technical issue with my presentation. It's not on the drive, so it's on my desktop. So
Wait, I'll share it from my side. Just let me know when you have to change the slide.
I'm just sharing it to you, the updated one.
Can you see it?
No, I'm unable to see that.
Just a
Yes, not this one. I have a different one. I'm just.
You want me to play that presentation, the older one?
I've just shared it with you. I've just shared it with you over the Skype. We'll just see
Okay.
if you can
Give me
see
two
that
minutes.
screen. Okay, unless this slide open, I can just tell you more about the visa, how current situation is. Like getting a visa dates has become very crucial nowadays since a year, but things are under control as per the US Consulate Generals. Now they are slowly releasing the dates. Most of the students for the coming fall intake has received the visa dates, and the students who have been denied earlier have started getting the visa dates as well. So few basic steps which need to be followed to get the visa dates is like we have to fill a few of the applications like Ds160, which is a non-immigration site. I can share the link with the respective team member in the future as the slides are not opening, so you are unable to see that. Okay, DS160 is a non-immigrant visa electronic application. That is one of the application which the visa officer sees when the student arrives over there. So it should be very carefully filled. All those information is all about the student, about his personal information, education background, the institution he has applied for, his interest, which it reflects. Is the slide is 30th slide? Okay.
So
Just
let me
directly
know
go
where
to
to stop now.
okay. Okay. Just you can just go back. Yeah. So step one. You can just go to the next page, Sound. Thank you. Okay. This is what I was talking about. DS 160. Okay. This is what I was talking about. DS 160 form. It's a non-immigrant visa application form. This is one of the form where the officer looks when the student arrive. So this should be carefully filled by the student itself. So the student knows what he has filled. Based on this, the student has to answer over there when the interviewer takes. Okay. This is not nothing much. This is all about the student personal information, educational background, work experience, and the savings information along with the institution where he's applying for. And the second major step is savings fees. Now, this is very much important. A student pay savings fees in advance. The reason behind is due to the overload of application, it takes more than 2 days of time to get activated. So if the savings is not activated on the day of his interview, the visa might get denied. So it's better advise every student to pay the savings fees as soon as they receive the I-20, so that it can be the major first step before proceeding towards the visa. Okay, it's 350 USD. It is payable through credit card. There is a two option which is available: payable through Western Union or by transfer, and payable through credit card. The best option is credit card so that the student get the receipt immediately. Okay, whereas in Western Union it takes 7 to 9 working days. So better advise the student to pay the savings fee via credit card of $350, which is equivalent to around 30,000 INR, based on the dollar exchange rate every day. Okay. So, can you just go to the next slide? Thank you. Okay. Now, this is the main step where we have to look forward booking the visa slots. It's a website. It's a new website which started last year, usvisascheduling.com. This is majorly for Indian students. There are a couple of the other countries which uses this, but this is for the Indian students which was developed. Okay, the visa fees is $180. What they paid earlier was $350. That's the student exchange visitor program fees for the non-immigration department. This is the visa fees $180, which is as per the current rate. What the embassy is taking is 15,550 INR. Okay, so they have to fill up the application and pay the visa fees. So where this application consists of personal information and the DS160 confirmation number, what they have filled and submitted in the first step. Okay. Then they will be able to book the visa appointment date and the VAC. VAC is nothing but a biometric and photo is being taken a day prior to the interview, a minimum which is can be taken, or else it's based on the dates availability. The student can take anyway any dates before the visa interview. Can you go to the next page, Soumya? Thank you. So on the day of visa VAC, there are three basic documents which they need to carry. That is a valid passport, which should be minimum valid for 6 months as per all the countries' requirement to apply for any visa category. And the second thing is DS160 confirmation page and the appointment confirmation page. After booking the appointment, they will be able to get a mail of visa appointment confirmation. These three things which is needed to carry. Apart from this, there is no other documents required for the VSC biometric. Okay, they're going to take the photo and the fingerprints and do the attestation and give it back to you. Okay, coming back on the visa interview day, the main important documents is appointment letter. You need to carry the same appointment letter and the DS160 confirmation page, which is attested by the VAC. Okay, and your passport. If you have any old passport which you were holding earlier, you need to carry with that along with the new passport. I-20 and admission letters. Okay, and the savings fees payment receipt. Then remaining all your normal documents like educational documents from your higher secondary till your last education, and along with the examinations if you have done like IELTS, TOEFL, GRE, SAT, or GMAT, any sort of exams you have done, those scorecards. And the financial documents. In financial document, it can be a bank statement, fixed deposits, or it can be education loan letter. A minimum requirement is as per the I-20 requirement fees, 1 year of living expenses and 1 year the tuition cost. These are the major things which you need to take it. And some of the new policies which is there from 1 year, what I would like to tell, if any student is holding any sort of non-immigrant visa apart from B1 and B2, like C1D or L1, H1 or H4 visa, H2B, any sort of non-immigration visas apart from B1 or B2, they will get an opportunity of a interview waiver program. That is, they don't need to attend an interview waiver. Only the thing is, on the day of VAC, they just go over there, drop their passport, give the fingerprints, and the photo is being collected. Okay, so only for those students who had hold any sort of non-immigrant visa like L1 or H4 or H2B or C1D visa. Nowadays they are not accepting B1 or B2, and it can be an expired visa as well, not more than 3 years. If the visa was expired more 3 years back, then he or she is not eligible. If the student visa is expired within 3 years, like a year back or 2 years back, the student will get the eligible for the drop box where they will get the interview waiver option. And the most important thing at present, the current scenario is the DS160 confirmation number, whatever the students submit, DS160 confirmation number in US visa scheduling site, that cannot be changed after booking the visa date. So if the student has a old DS160 confirmation and if it is submitted, it's well and good. He can still change the DS160 application, carry both the new and the old DS160 confirmation, and go to the VAC center and make the necessary changes at the US visa scheduling site. Okay, if it is not submitted and it is expired, you're not unable to retrieve, then you have to cancel your appointment and reschedule it with the new DS160 confirmation. Okay, this is that's it for the visa. If in future if you have any questions, you can reach me directly. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now we are moving forward. I would like to welcome Ms. Yogita to take it forward.